I think the theme of this record is turn it up. That song and this record is really about not just turning up the volume of the record and music in general. It's about turning up the crazy and turning up your wild side and turning up the don't give you know what. I mean, it's all about the, you know, just doing everything 100%. That really was a good title for this whole record because it's amped up. It's in your face. It feels very much like it's on steroids. And lyrically, I think it's definitely my best work yet. So I can't wait for people to hear it. When I make a record, I think about mainly the live show. Is this going to make people put a beer in the air and say hell yeah and punch the person next to them? And is it going to make people roll the windows down and turn it up and drive fast and get speeding tickets? I mean, those are all things that I would love to accomplish with a record. You know, they have to translate very well to the live show. Maybe. I mean, if I start that, I feel like everybody's going to be sending me their tickets. But we can talk about it. I'm gonna need video proof though, you know. So keep the cameras rolling. Down for Get Down was that it was intentional to be. And we sat down to write a song that was, I guess, out of my wheelhouse normally, and you know, and as a songwriter, completely separate from Josh Thompson, the artist. You know, I go to different places that people would probably be surprised to know I go to, as you know, that just know the artist side of me. You know, poppy and you know, just kind of all forms of music. You know, to be a songwriter and to, you know, kind of exercise your brain. And that was this was definitely one of those exercises. Like, just write something that is out there, you know, for me especially, and wrote it banging on a kitchen sink in a trailer in Minnesota. And just one of those things, we wrote it and it took it to the studio and was like, man, that's cool. Just a great way to kick off this record. Like you said, just it's slamming. Cold Beer with Your Name on It is my current single. It's the first single off the record Turn It Up, which is coming out April 1st. And it's a different song. It puts beer in a different light. You know, it's kind of a love song. You know, it's a missing somebody song. It's from a different angle. It's about a guy that's just sitting on a tailgate and really misses somebody, and he's got a cold beer with her name on it if she ever wants to come back home and get it. And I heard that song. It's the only song on this record I didn't write. When I heard it, there's something about it, you know, the angle lyrically that I just fell in love with. I wrote You Wanted Me Gone with the Warren Brothers, which they're just a crazy, they're brothers, and they've calmed down a bit over the years. They had a song out years ago called We Don't Sell a Lot of Records, but we sure sell a lot of beer, which is awesome. But I'd heard this, so I was watching the Outdoor Channel. This guy was talking about something about Dale Earnhardt, and he said something about putting the pedal to the firewall, which is basically slamming the pedal to the floorboard, you know, going fast. And I never heard it that way, to the firewall. It's awesome. So then I just started playing around, you know, put the good in front of by y'all, put a hole in the drywall, put the pedal to the firewall, and I was gone. So I took that, you know, I didn't know what it was at the time. I was like, I just love this thing. And they're like, we love it. So that's what we wrote. I mean, it took us a couple hours. We wrote it, you know, did a little work tape of it, and just kind of one of those things. That song I wrote with two of my buddies came out on the road, Kendall and Phil, just good buddies, songwriters of mine. We were doing a show with Justin Moore, name dropper. We were writing and, you know, invited Justin in and, you know, let's write. Let's four of us sit down and see if we can't write a Redneck Anthem of some sort. And, you know, Justin was cutting a record. I was, you know, cutting a record soon, so it made perfect sense. And we wrote this. I think it was just that hard-working, God-fearing, beer-drinking, hand-cranking people. And for Justin and I, it's very that's very our crowd. You know, when they come out, they've never heard this song before, and it's just like, yeah, because that's it. They feel it, you know. And especially coming off of the song Way Out Here, I needed another one of those. That was very. I'm proud to be working and living in the USA, and I'm proud to love country music and all this. Hank Jr., Hank Sr. So that was, I took it. Glad to do it. It is got a very gritty, deep groove kind of thing to it. It's got a feel of its own, and I thought it made a great piece for the record.